Hi, I have a powerful message from the archangels for you for the week ahead, starting June 23rd through to the 30th. I've already selected the cards with the help of the angels and archangels, and I'm going to kick off with this first one, which really describes where we're at and what to expect for the week ahead. And this is Archangel Jeremiah. We're working with Diana Cooper's Archangel deck, and this is so powerful. Jeremiah is the angel that helps us when we're at an important moment in our lives. It could be a time when we're going to pivot, go on to something new, a new beginning. It could be a crossroads where you've got a big decision to make. It could be just that feeling that something is leaving your life and you're ready to move on to the next stage. Now, none of that is easy, is it? You know, we can sometimes feel as if, oh my goodness, this is overwhelming. There's so much to do. How am I ever going to find myself where I want to be from where I am? It can be very, very daunting. And that's why we have this beautiful, compassionate, full of love and generosity Archangel Jeremiah. Now, Jeremiah has this kind of, see this deep purple, it's kind of almost eggplant color, aubergine for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere. His aura is kind of radiating this comfort, deep purple energy around you. And he helps you to get a clear mind, understand where you've been and where you're going next, right? Because sometimes we've got to really recognize the lessons that we've come through and why we need to move forward in order for us to gather the energy to be able to move forward. Otherwise, it just feels like we're in confusion, we're going around in circles, we feel stuck. We can go into victim mode because it's a lot, because you're overwhelmed. And that's nothing to be ashamed of, but you don't want to stay there. And that's why divine, the God has sent us Archangel Jeremiah to be with us for these moments. So he's here right now, and look at him holding this beautiful dove of peace in his hand. There's a waterfall. It's like a heavenly image behind him. A waterfall, beautiful rocks, golden light coming down. And he's saying, it's okay. Feel peace in your heart. I know that can be hard, especially when you're going through big stuff. But you are learning from these challenges. Your soul is gaining gold, right? It's worth more than gold, what you're learning. And you've learned as much as you need to learn on the path that you are on in this particular life area. Now, you might be one of those that's going through a change in every life area. I'm feeling you, and I'm sending you more angels if that's you. Or it might be just one life area. But it's, sometimes we can be very sad and say, all right, I'm moving on and I'm sad to let the past go. And that can be with people, possessions, habits, things that we've done for a long time. He's saying, just relax. The angels have your back. We're going to find you something even better. We're going to guide you in a peaceful way if you'll allow us, if you'll just not tap into the fear. Remember that heaven can be a place on earth when you are tuned in and tapped in to your angels. It's so important. It's not just what they say to us, it's the energy and the feeling that they give us that can really steer us forward. And that's what matters, because we're emotional beings. So from this card, I can see that you have come through some important life lessons, and you might still be in the midst of some of them. You could sit down with a journal right now and say, what's the lesson in this situation? What am I meant to be learning? And remember, it's not a slap on the wrist type of a lesson. It's not like, it's a lesson that gives you more wisdom, a different perspective, a recognition of something that perhaps you couldn't see before until you'd been through that particular experience, right? I mean, when I look back, and I'm sure you're the same as me, if you could look back far distance, the things that you went through, when at the time it felt like you were in the storm and you just couldn't see your way out, but now from a different perspective, you can see not that that maybe the thing will never be good, no matter how you look at it, right? There's some things that happen and never good, but you can see, oh gosh, I learned something from that I couldn't have seen otherwise. Or I learned what I was doing that wasn't protecting me from that. I'm not saying it's your fault. Never your, right? If you've been harmed, that's not your fault. But sometimes we get to see a different perspective. And maybe it's just something simple. It was like my soul is experiencing something different. And so that allows you to go, okay, I can let go, because life is ever changing and ever moving. There's no other thing, there's no other way to look at it. And so we can't stay stuck, because we get all stagnant and moldy if we keep trying to stay stuck. And the angels can't bring us the blessings that are waiting for us if only we would let go. Some of my hardest lessons have been letting go, because I didn't want to let go. There's so much grief and sadness and guilt, and why. And then when you do let go, you get moved. It's like things shift, and then new blessings can come in. So we asked for what the block is, and we got this one, Archangel Hope. So it's not that there is no hope, don't worry. The block is, this energy is blocked, the energy of hope, and remembering that you deserve better. You deserve the gifts and the blessings that the angels are bringing you. And that's really the story of this week's reading, is that there are blessings waiting for you on the other side of this. And if you would just let go, and that could include, do a deep clearing and healing with the angels. What can you do to let go? Declutter, because if we let go on a small scale, that helps us to let go on a bigger scale too, right? Cut some cords, kind of loosens everything up, and you can move forward. I'll tell you a story. The other day, I'm moving house. And at first I was like, I'm moving house. And then I started to kind of get into the whole idea. And then it was stressful. And then I realized, okay, what is this? So I said to myself, what am I clinging to? What am I holding on to tightly to that's making this hard? And I realized I was just holding on to the place I'm living right now. I was holding on to it. Like, well, I moved across state to live here, and I think it's one of the nicest places I've ever lived. And when I cut cords to it, saying, I don't want to cling to it. It's not mine. It doesn't belong to me. Someone else is coming in. Wow, the energy that came from that. And then I had realizations that this wasn't right for me anymore, that actually there were some things about it that weren't good for me anymore. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the place, it just wasn't good for me anymore. What a relief. And then I was able to welcome in something new. So sometimes we get stuck in between. We get stuck in between the two things, the one thing we're leaving, the one thing we're leaving behind. So if that's you, ask, what am I clinging on to and why? What's the energy? Is it fear? Is it holding on to the past? Is it scared of making a mistake? What is it? Ask Archangel Michael to cut that cord. I tell you, it's so powerful. And my beautiful new place arrived. So Archangel Hope is taking you to the doorway where this beautiful new energy is waiting for you. And she's holding a lantern to guide you. So one step at a time, that's how the angels work. And there's a spiritual gift coming to you. Something really beautiful and special is coming to you, and you have to open your heart to receive it. And what that means is knowing that you deserve it, because sometimes that's the sticky bit, that's the cord, is that you might not feel you're worthy of the next best thing. And that's probably the biggest block that we as humans hold on to. We're either thinking that we're not worthy, and so we just keep sabotaging to keep ourselves small and stuck. We think we don't deserve it. So if you don't deserve the good stuff, what do you think you deserve? You've got to change that. And there is also sometimes a sense of like thinking this is as good as it gets. It's not. There's something better waiting for you. So that idea that you don't deserve it is what's blocking you. What comes next is Archangel Gabriel. I love Archangel Gabriel. We worked with Gabriel on Friday at the Solstice Angelic Activation. Oh, gosh, that was powerful. You can still grab the replay if you missed out. Unbelievably powerful, healing. The angels took us to amazing places. It was like being in a movie. And Archangel Gabriel was there helping us with our voice, with being seen, being heard, being supported. Because sometimes if you're not in your power and you don't feel like you deserve, you tend to hold yourself back from allowing others to help you, or you attract people who disrespect you or don't hear you or don't see you in the way that you need to be seen. So Archangel Gabriel's here to give you this beautiful crystal. See this crystal? To lift up your energy, to shine your light even more brightly and express who you are. So this is your guidance. Call on Archangel Gabriel, but also express who you are. Who you are at your core, your authentic self, is who you have become through all of the trials and tribulations and blessings and joy and experiences and lessons of your life. And so right here and now, there's something that the authentic you needs and wants, and the divine and the angels are ready to bring that to you. But you have to know you deserve it, and you have to accept it with an open heart. And so now's the time, write about it, paint, draw, express your energy as you, whether it's making videos on YouTube or Instagram or making beautiful art or writing a book or sharing the angels' messages or being a healer. What is it for you? Tell me in the comments. But Gabrielle will help you every step of the way. Gabrielle's symbol is a gorgeous lily. So when you see lilies or images of lilies or you hear the word lily, think of Gabrielle. That's a sign of Archangel Gabriel, who is with you. And our final card, we're finishing up now, is Archangel Lavender. Look at how she's letting it all go. As you move into this new phase of your life, this is like moving into a whole higher new level. The angels said at the solstice activation, that this solstice and the activation was a significant upgrade. So prepare for soul healing, and it's time to forgive and release everything from your past. You can't afford to be carrying and dragging the heavy chains of resentment and unforgiveness, guilt and shame with you into your new beginning. So forgive and release and let everything go, and you will feel the freedom and multiple blessings coming your way. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all the new subscribers and followers that I've been seeing come in. I say thank you, angels, to every one of you. And I'm sending you so much love for the week ahead. We have an amazing event coming up in July called Manifesting with Divine Magic. You're going to learn how to work with Archangel Metatron and his sacred geometric cube, this massive cube of manifestation and transmutation. I'm going to teach you how to use it so you can use it in your everyday life. You can use it as a practitioner if you want to, and then you'll go on a deep soul journey to connect with Archangel Metatron and receive your own healing. That's on July 18th, not far away. I'm sending you so much love. Have a beautiful week. I'm Rachel Scoltock, Angel Medium. Thanks for being here.